Good morning, dear students. So, in the last class, we discussed about our lesson number 4, work, force and energy. Lesson 4. Work, force and energy. So we discussed about force and work. So what do you mean by force? The push or pull applied on our object to move from one place to another, and is called one point to another, and is called force. And there force is important for us because the force helps us to change the direction, change its shape, and to move an object and to stop a moving object. Like this, force is important for our day-to-day life. Then we discussed about different kinds of force. So which are the different kinds of force? Gravitational force, frictional force, mechanical force, muscular force, magnetic force, elastic force and electrostatic force. So these are the different kinds of force. And the earth attracts every object in the universe towards its center, and the force is called gravity or gravitational force. Then the force which resists the movement of any two surface, and is called frictional force. Then the force that we apply to our muscles are called muscular force, and the force by which a magnet attracts objects made of iron and other materials are called magnetic force, and the object that move, and the force that enables us to working of different machines and tools are called mechanical force. Then today we are going to study about energy, sources of energy and different forms of energy, and also about machines like simple machines and complex machines. Okay, and the first portion, that is energy. So what do you mean by energy? So energy means the capacity to do work. To do some work, any work, we need energy. We need energy to do work. So the capacity to do work is called energy. So the portion is energy. E-N-E-R-G-Y. Energy. So energy means the capacity to do work. The capacity to do work, and it is called energy. C-A-P-A-C-I-T-Y. Capacity. The capacity to do work is called energy. And for any work, for doing any work like singing a song, eating food, dancing, then writing, etc., that any activities that we do require energy. And we get energy from our food we eat. And different activities require different amount of energy. So we get energy from our food. Then there are different sources of energy, and there are different kinds of energy. And the main source of energy is the sun. Sun is the main source of energy. And the sun's energy is called solar energy. So the sun's energy is called solar energy. The energy present in the sun is called solar energy. So the first one, solar energy. S-O-L-A-R. Solar energy. E-N-E-R-G-Y. Solar energy. Solar energy means the energy present in the sun is called solar energy. The energy present in the sun. The energy present, P-R-E-S-E-N-T, present in the is called solar energy. So energy is the capacity to do work, and the main source of energy is the sun, and the sun's energy is called solar energy. The energy present in the sun is called solar energy. Then we use solar energy to cook food, and we also using solar cookers, solar cells and solar water heaters to use the sun's energy directly. Okay, and we use the sun, and the plants, green plants also use solar energy during the process of photosynthesis. The green plants make their own food by using solar energy, and they convert light energy into chemical energy. So during photosynthesis, the leaves absorb solar energy and it converts into chemical energy. Okay, and the plants use solar energy to prepare their own food. So we get, and we also, the human beings also use solar energy in different ways, like in our solar cookers, solar cells and other materials. Okay, then the next one is water. So we get energy from water. Unlike the fast flowing water used to generate electricity, and that you already know that the fast flowing water is used to generate electricity. And the water falling from a height, have mechanical energy. The water falling from a height have mechanical energy, and this can be used to produce electrical energy. The mechanical energy from the water falling from a height is used to produce electricity. Then in that way, the hydroelectric power plants produce energy. Then there are different forms of energy, and the first one is solar energy. Solar energy means the energy present in the sun is called solar energy, and the main source of energy is the sun. And mechanical energy, the water falling from a height have mechanical energy, and the mechanical energy from the water is used to produce electricity. Then the next form of energy, that is wind energy. So wind energy is used to run windmills, and it produces electricity. In windmills, wind energy is used to run the windmills, and it is which produce electricity. The windmills produce electricity by using wind energy. And the wind energy is also used to draw water from under the ground. So the wind energy is used to produce electricity, and it is also used to draw water from under the ground. Then geothermal energy. Geothermal energy means the energy obtained from the earth is known as geothermal energy. The earth is obtained from the interior of the earth is called geothermal energy. Then atomic energy. Atomic energy means the energy we get from the energy obtained from the splitting of atom. Splitting of an atom is called atomic energy. The energy obtained by splitting of an atom. Atom means matter is made up of small particles, and the smallest particles of matter is known as atoms. When the atoms get split, then it produces atomic energy. So atomic energy is obtained for the splitting of atoms. Then heat energy, and we use heat energy to water. We use heat energy to change water into steam. And also we use heat energy to cook food. And then electrical energy. Electrical energy is used to light bulbs, switches and other electronic machines like iron box, television, etc. that use electrical energy. Okay. And if the electric bulb, it converts electrical energy into light energy, and electric bulb converts electrical energy into light energy. Then chemical energy. We get chemical energy from our food, which means we eat plant products, and both plant products and animals, fresh off the animals, and we get chemical energy from our food, which means during photosynthesis, the plants absorbed solar energy, then it converts into chemical energy, and the chemical energy is stored in the plants, when we eat the plant products or when we eat the food items, the chemical energy, we get chemical energy, and the chemical energy is stored in our body. Then we use that chemical energy to do what? Then fuel energy. Fuel energy means the types of energy like fuel, coal, petrol, diesel. These are examples of fuels. And these are also some direct natural sources which we burning releases energy. The fuels burn releases energy, and the energy is called fuel energy. Okay, when the fuel burning, it releases energy, and the energy is called fuel energy. But it causes air pollution. Burning of fuel causes air pollution. So, and it is a main reason for global warming. So, what do you mean by global warming? Increasing carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is called global warming, and the burning of fuel causes global warming. We get fuel energy when the fuel burns, but the burning of fuel causes air pollution. So these are the different types of energy. So which are the different kinds of energy? Wind energy, mechanical energy, solar energy, atomic energy, geothermal energy, heat energy, electrical energy, chemical energy, fuel energy. Okay, so let's see different kinds of energy. Different forms of energy. Forms of energy, and the first one, solar energy. The energy present in the sun is called solar energy. Then mechanical energy. MECHANICAL, mechanical energy. ENERGY, mechanical energy. Then wind energy. WIND, wind energy. ENERGY, wind energy. Then geothermal energy. So wind energy, we use wind energy to run windmills and it helps us to produce electricity. Then geothermal energy means the energy obtained from the interior of the earth is called geothermal energy. Geothermal, geothermal, geothermal. Geothermal energy. Then the next one is atomic energy. Atomic energy is obtained by splitting of atoms. Atoms are the smallest particles in a matter. Okay. So atomic energy. ATOMIC. Atomic energy. ENERGY. Atomic energy. Then heat energy. HEAT, heat energy. And we use heat energy to heat water and cook food and much more things. Okay. Then electrical energy. ELECTRICAL, electrical energy. ENERGY, electrical energy. Then chemical energy. CHEMICAL, chemical energy. ENERGY, chemical energy. Then the last one is fuel energy. Here FUEL, fuel energy. ENERGY, fuel energy. So these are the different forms of energy. Solar energy, mechanical energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, atomic energy, heat energy, electrical energy, chemical energy, and fuel energy. Okay. So first one, solar energy. So energy is the capacity to do work, and the main source of energy is the sun, and the energy present in the sun is called solar energy, and the plants use solar energy during photosynthesis to make their food, and they convert solar energy into chemical energy during photosynthesis. Then mechanical energy. So the mechanical energy means the fast flowing water used to generate electricity, and water falling from a height has mechanical energy, and we use this energy to produce electricity. Then wind energy. Windmills, wind energy is used to run windmills which produce electricity. So the wind energy used to produce electricity on windmills. Then geothermal energy. The energy obtained from interior of the earth is called geothermal energy. And atomic energy. Atomic energy means atomic energy is obtained by the splitting of atoms. Then heat energy. We use heat energy to heat water and cook our food. Then electrical energy. Electrical energy is used to light bulbs, switches and other electrical appliances. Then chemical energy, and we get chemical energy from our food, and the plants convert solar energy into chemical energy. Then we get chemical energy from our food. Then fuel energy. We get fuel energy, or fuel energy is a natural resources, and we get it from by burning of fuel, but it causes fuel energy. Burning of fuel causes air pollution. So these are the different forms of energy: solar energy, mechanical energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, atomic energy, heat energy, electrical energy, chemical energy and fuel energy. So now you take your textbook and take the page number 156. Sources and forms of energy. Okay. There are many sources of energy. The sun is the ultimate source of energy. The sun's energy is also called solar energy. Green plants use solar energy to prepare food by photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process of making food by green plants, and they use solar energy during photosynthesis to make their own food. Humans and animals eat this food directly or indirectly. Man uses solar cookers, solar cells and solar water heaters to use the sun's energy directly. And this picture shows solar energy in use. Okay. Then water. Fast flowing water is used to generate electricity. Water falling from a height has mechanical energy. This can be used to produce electricity. This is how hydroelectric plants produce energy. Then the next one, wind energy. So look at your textbook. Wind energy is used to run windmills which produce electricity. It is also used to draw water from under the ground. And here energy from a waterfall can be used to produce electricity. So the water falling from a height has mechanical energy, and instead the mechanical energy produced from the water is used to produce electricity. Then here this picture shows wind energy used to run a windmill, and it is used to produce electricity. Then geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is the energy obtained from the earth. It is procured from the interior of the earth, which is very hot. Then atomic energy. Atoms are the smallest particles of matter of which everything in the universe is made up of. The energy obtained from the splitting of an atom is called atomic energy. It is used to generate electricity. So we use atomic energy to produce electricity. So the geothermal atomic energy means it is obtained from splitting of atoms. Atoms means, yes, the matter is made up of very tiny particles or very small particles, and the small particles are called atoms. So what do you mean by matter? Matter is anything which occupies space and has mass. Then heat energy. Heat energy is used to change water to steam, cook food and much more. Okay. And next page, electrical energy. Electrical energy is used to light bulbs, switch on our television, make the iron hot, heat water in our homes, etc. Chemical energy. Food contains chemical energy. When we eat food, this energy gets stored in our body cells. We use chemical energy to do work. Fuel energy. There are also some direct natural sources which are burning release energy. All these types of sources are called fuel. Coal, petrol and cooking gas are all examples of fuel. And fuel is a natural resource of direct energy. So look at your textbook. To run vehicles and do many more things. Fuels like coal, petrol and very important sources of energy, but they are exhaustible and cause pollution. They give energy on burning, this is one of the main reason for global warming. We should use these sources of energy wisely and carefully. So we use sources of energy very carefully. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. For example, electrical energy in an electric motor can be changed to mechanical energy in a loudspeaker. Electrical energy can be changed to sound energy and so on. So energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can change into one form to another. Okay. And so these are the things about sources of energy and forms of energy. So the different forms of energy are solar energy, mechanical energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, atomic energy, heat energy, electrical energy, chemical energy and fuel energy. And the fuel energy causes air pollution. Okay. So you write the spelling of these words 10 times in your class book and send to my WhatsApp and study the spelling of these words very well. Okay. Solar energy, mechanical energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, atomic energy, heat energy, electrical energy, chemical energy and fuel energy. Okay. Then the next one, it's about machines. So machines are devices that reduce the amount of force required to do work. It makes our work easier. Machines make our work easier. There are two types of machines. There are simple machines and complex machines. Okay. So machines. M-A-C-H-I-N-E-S. Machines. Simple machines. S-I-M-P-L-E. Simple machines. And complex. C-O-M-P-L-E-X. Complex machines. Okay. So these two types of machines that make your work easier. And simple machines are like bottle opener and scissors, stapler. They are simple machines. Complex machines means the combination of many simple machines are called complex machines. For example, car. If you consider car, then refrigerator, washing machine, these are complex machines because these are the combination of many simple machines and these are called complex machines. So simple machines are of three types. They are lever, pulley and wheel and axle. These are the three types of simple machines. Okay. So machines are the devices that make our work easier and there are two types of machines, simple machines and complex machines. And simple machines means a bottle opener, screwdriver, scissors, knife, etc. are considered as simple machines. They are simple machines. And the combination of many simple machines to form a complex machine. For example, washing machine, refrigerator, a car, bus, etc. These makes our work easier. So they are complex machines. Okay. And there are three types of simple machines. And the three types of simple machines are lever, pulley, and wheel and axle. So machines. Take your textbook page number 158. Machines are devices that reduce the amount of force required to do work. If you have to open the metal cap of a soft drink bottle, what would you use? Your hand or a bottle opener? And we use a bottle opener to open it. Obviously, a bottle opener. A bottle opener make it easy for us to open the metal cap of the bottle. So, it's make our work easier. All such simple tools or devices that make our work easy and effortless are referred to as machines. So, the machines that make our work easier are called machines. A bottle opener, screwdriver and even a knife are examples of simple machines. When many simple machines are combined together in a fixed and desired arrangement, they make up a complex machine. We will learn about them later. And simple machines are of the following types. And the first one, lever, pulley, wheel and axle. So lever. A lever is a long rod that can be used to cut things or move heavy objects or open caps of bottle. Hammer, bottle opener, a pair of scissors are all examples of a lever. So the simple machines are of three types, and the three types of simple machines are lever, pulley, wheel and axle. Lever, pulley, wheel and axle. So these are the different types of simple machines. So levers are long rod that can be used to cut or move heavy objects or open caps. These are called levers. So we use some machines to open caps and to cut something, or like we use scissors to cut the papers and other materials, and we also use a bottle opener to open. So such types of machines are called lever. For example, levers. Examples for levers are hammers, bottle openers, a pair of scissors, etc. Then pulley. Pulley means it's an assembly of a grooved wheel and a rope. It is used to lift loads. When we draw water from the well, we use a pulley, and it makes the work easier. We can draw water from the well easily by using a pulley. To lift some heavy objects, we use pulley. Then wheel and axle. And examples for pulley are machines such as cranes, sailboat, etc. are used to lift heavy objects. So these are examples for pulleys. Then wheel and axle. Wheel and axle is a simple machine made up of wheel through which a rod called an axle passes. Such a combination helps to move objects and change the direction. So wheel and axle help to change the direction of the object. Okay. And here you can see that this picture shows wheel and axle. So these are the three types of and examples for wheel and machines with wheel and axle. They are cars, roller skates, doorknobs, etc. Okay. So these are the three types of simple machines. Then inclined plane. An inclined plane is used to lift heavy objects to a height otherwise very difficult to lift. Okay, and inclined plane is like that. This one, it shows inclined plane. An inclined plane makes the upward movement of water here. Upward movement. We lift things and the upward movement to make our work easier. We use an inclined plane. Then wedge. Wedge means used to separate an object apart easily. Here it's a wedge. It is used to separate the object very easily and is called wedge. Then screw. Screw is a twisted inclined plane that moves in circles and holds things together. A screw means it's a twisted inclined plane when it moves circles and holds things together, and it is called screws. Okay. So these are the things that we discussed in this lesson, and here we discussed about energy. So what do you mean by energy? Energy is the capacity to do work. Energy is the capacity to do work. Capacity to do work, and the different kinds of energy are solar energy, mechanical energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, atomic energy, then heat energy, mechanical energy, electrical energy, chemical energy and fuel energy. These are the different forms of energy. Then force. What do you mean by force? A push or pull is called force. And the different types of force are gravitational force, frictional force, mechanical force, electrostatic force, etc. Then friction. What do you mean by friction? A force that resists a movement between two surfaces are called frictional force. Then geothermal energy. Sorry. And the next one, gravitational force. What do you mean by gravitational force? Yes, all the objects in the universe attracts each other and the earth attracts all the objects towards its center and the attractive force is called the gravitational force. Then different forms of energy, and the first one is solar energy. Solar energy is get from the sun, and the sun is the ultimate source of the energy. And during photosynthesis, the plants convert solar energy into chemical energy. Then mechanical energy, the water flowing from a height has mechanical energy and use the mechanical energy to produce electricity. Then wind energy is used to run windmills and it is used to produce electricity. Then geothermal energy. What do you mean by geothermal energy? The energy present deep inside the earth. The energy present inside the earth is called geothermal energy. So geothermal energy. Geothermal, geothermal energy. So what do you mean by geothermal energy? The energy present deep inside the earth. The energy present deep inside the earth is called geothermal energy. Then atomic energy. The energy obtained from splitting of atoms are called atomic energy. Then chemical energy, we get chemical energy from our food, and the fuel energy means the burning of fuels. Fuel energy is obtained by burning of fuels and causes air pollution. Then machine is a device that helps us to great deal of work with less effort. So machines are used to make our work easier. Okay. And work. What do you mean by work? Work is done when a force moves an object for some distances. So in this chapter we studied about force, importance of force, different kinds of force, work, energy, sources of energy and different forms of energy. Then machines, simple machines, complex machines, inclined planes, wedge and screw. So now we are moving to our exercise portion and your textbook page number 160. And the first part, pick the correct answer. A moving body slows down or stops on its own due to this force. A moving body slows down or stops on its own due to the which force? Frictional force. So option C, frictional. Frictional. Frictional force. Second question, which of the following machines can be used to draw water from a well? And we use a pulley to draw water from a well. So the answer option A, pulley. Then the third question, green plants convert solar energy into chemical energy. Option B, chemical energy. And fourth question, tools makes work easy. Tools makes work easy. So option B, easy. Then question number 5, in electronic motors, electrical energy is changed into this energy. In electric motors, electrical energy is changed into mechanical energy. So the answer option A, mechanical energy. So to pick the correct answer by using your pencil in your textbook, okay? And next, fill in the blanks. First question, the dash force pulls everything towards the earth. Which force pulls everything towards the earth? Gravitational force. So the answer, gravitational. Gravitational. Gravitational force. Second question, a force that prevents one object from moving across the surface of the other object is called the force that prevents the movement of any two bodies are called frictional force, and this object is called frictional force. It is called friction. Or frictional force. Then the question number 3, the ultimate source of energy is the sun. The sun is the ultimate source of energy. Then question number 4, when you light an electric bulb, dash energy is converted into dash energy. When we light an electric bulb, electrical energy is converted into light energy. Electrical energy is converted into light energy. Then the question number 5, dash helps to make our work easier. Machines help to make our work easier. Machines. M-A-C-H-I-N-E-S. Machines make our work easier. Then the next part, write true or false. Gravity stops you from floating in the air. It's true or false? It's true. Gravity stops you from floating in the air. So the answer is true. So you write T on the given box. Then the second question, what is being done when you are sitting and watching television? What is being done when you are sitting and watching television? Is it true or false? What do you mean by work? Work is two types, mental works and physical works. And if we can say, if a work is done when an object moves at a moves through a distance. Okay, so the statement is false. Okay, so you write F on the given box. Then the question number 3. Geothermal energy is obtained from the wind. Is it true? Geothermal energy is obtained from the earth. So the statement is false. Then question number 4. Energy is required to do work. Is it true or false? Energy is required to do work. The statement is true. So you write T on the box. Then question number 5. You use chemical energy when you eat food. We cannot use chemical energy when we eat food. We get chemical energy from our food. So the statement is false. So you write F on the given box. Okay, so these are the answers of true or false questions in your textbook. Then the next one is match the following. So match the following. Doorbell, and the doorbell, we use electrical energy. So electrical energy. So you match with option D, electrical energy. Okay, you can do it. The first one is solar energy, and the second one wind energy. Okay, then doorbell we use electrical energy to work a doorbell. So match with option E. Then solar cooker, solar energy. Then windmills we use wind energy, and in cells we use chemical energy, and boiling water, heat energy. Okay, so these are the answers of match the following questions given in your textbook, page number 160. And there is another part, it's answer the following question. Write down the answers to these questions in your notebook, and the answers will be sent to your WhatsApp. Okay, so you do the exercise, pick the correct answers, fill in the blanks, write true or false, and match the following in your textbook by using your pencil and send to my WhatsApp. And your homework, write the spelling of different forms of energy 10 times in your class book, and study the spelling of the words very well and send to my WhatsApp. Okay. So our lesson 4 is over. I and our name is Orgy. And here we studied about different kinds of force and different types of energy and sources of energy, and also about simple machines and complex machines, inclined plane, wedge and screw. And also we discussed about our exercise in the page number 160. Okay, so our lesson is over. Okay students, so you read your text more and more times, and if you have any doubts ask me. So today let's find our class, and we will meet with another class on next day. Okay, study well and do your homework properly and send to my WhatsApp. Thank you. Have a nice day.